Hello everyone, how's it going? BigLT here. Welcome back to another food review. And we are doing this Brazilian-style garlic sauce Lay's potato chips. Before we get into this, these things, so you can tell, bag is empty. But I have to re-update the review, so it's a quick one. So apparently, I was basically the next day after I did the review, I had some of these in the morning after I had taken my medication with milk. And after I've taken a few, I realized I was tasting these a lot better than I was before. I was actually able to taste everything. So actually, re-update to this review for the rating, I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. Just for clarification. And just so you guys are already aware, I have milk. In fact, I've been drinking it. Oh, wait. So this time, no funny business. If I need a palate cleanser, I have it. I don't need it, but... Oof. Don't know what to think about that. It's a potato chip. You're not going to see much, but let's try it. Not a strong garlic taste. I know that. Doesn't mean I can't taste it. I can. It does have a tanginess. A little bit of a tanginess. I think I'm tasting an herb, but I don't know what herb. I don't see any pictures of herbs on here. It's got garlic and what I would imagine is either an orange or a tangerine. That's probably where the tang is coming from. See right there. Ingredient time. Potatoes. Taters. Vegetable oil, less than 2% of salt, garlic powder, natural flavor, buttermilk. There's the tang. Skim milk, sugar, cream. I was going to say it's creamy too, but I wasn't sure. Yeast extract, butter. I'll say it. Butter makes butter better. Whey, potassium salt, onion powder, cheddar cheese, and Swiss cheese. Contains milk ingredients. You know what? I can taste most of that. I can definitely taste it. Not that I've read the ingredients. I can taste that cream, the buttermilk with the tanginess, the garlic powder, and a little bit of that onion powder. Not sure about the cheese part. Probably because of the last two ingredients on here. So they're probably just a small fraction of that. It's not half bad, actually. As you can see, I'm wearing a different shirt today. So I got those at Walmart. Both of them were at Walmart. But before I got them at Walmart, I saw they had them at Target, and I didn't think about getting them at the time because my food stamps have taken was taking a huge hit, and I was kind of on a budget. So I had to wait until my food stamps were up, and then I thought about doing it. So there is one other one. I think it's something with steak, but the way it is, it just doesn't interest me in the slightest. So I skipped it. I'm skipping it. Speaking of which, my friend Schizo mentioned that there is some kind of like Jif peanut butter flavored ramen on the market. Scotty says he's going to keep an eye out for it, so I guess I'm going to be on his channel for that if he can find it. Me personally, I don't know if it's real. He just had a picture of it. Usually some of these things is like I have to take with a grain of salt because it's like, who knows if it's AI generated? Who knows if it's real? I've only heard it from him. I have not heard it from any other source on Facebook or anywhere. So I'm not sure if if it's a real product, but I mean, truth be told, I'm actually a Skippy person. Not the biggest fan of Jif. I did try Jif for a while. Not my favorite. I like Skippy. I like Peter Pan from time to time. I like Reese's. It's just that Jif is just one of those things I just don't go to that often. So the fact that they have a ramen with peanut butter as an ingredient, it's making me a little worried because I remember doing like the cup of noodles, I believe it was, or something, where they had the campfire s'mores and all that stuff, and I really disliked it very badly. And Scotty called me out. He was like, oh, you're just being picky and everything. I was like, no, because I just had experience with flavored ramen like this in the past, and I didn't really like it. But also because food stamps, I don't even know if it's even out or not. I really don't know. But I would imagine not a lot of people are going to be interested in it regardless. But if it happens, check it out on his channel. I might let you guys know over on the community tab or something. But didn't really interest me. But it's not that I was being picky. I don't mind peanut butter. It's just that I have my favorites. Jif is not one of them. So, but I have learned about Jif, and it's originally a peanut butter that lacked one key ingredient, being peanuts. When it first launched, Jif had like literally no peanuts in its peanut butter, compared to that of like Skippy, Peter Pan, where they do have peanuts. So I think there's like one other peanut butter I'm forgetting. But besides Reese's and besides Jif, I thought there was like, if you take out Reese's, I thought there was like 4 of them. Peter Pan, Skippy, Jif, and then like one other one that isn't Reese's, and I can't remember what it was. But I would imagine Reese's also has peanuts in it. I don't even know if they have peanuts in it these days because I heard the recipes were later changed or something since peanut butter first became a household ingredient. So back when it was like, one guy made Skippy and Peter Pan. Skippy, that name came from an old comic character, right? It's a comic character. Even we had a movie called Skippy. I don't know anything about it. I think this was something that was made back in the 1930s, ? I know Peter Pan was around that time. Maybe it was earlier than that. Maybe it was earlier than that. Shoot, now I don't remember. I have to watch that episode of The Food That Built America and try to remember when was Peter Pan made, when was Skippy made. Because all I remember was the guy who made the first peanut butter, after his partner died, he didn't get what he wanted, left the company, made a better peanut butter. I think that better peanut butter was Skippy to compete with Peter Pan. And then years later, that's when Jif showed up on the market. But they were like, oh, Jif doesn't have real peanuts in it. So how did they get around it? They do that slogan that was like, choosy moms choose Jif. Now apparently it's Jif and good, and no. I preferred their old one with the choosy moms choose Jif. That one was perfect for that Jif. I think that's what originally wanted me to try Jif in the first place. Now it's that Jif and good. It's like no. But anyway, rating, right? Rating. What I said those after trying them again, that was rated to a 7.5. If that's the case, the same thing for this. 7.5 out of 10. I think they're equally rateable for the same reasons. So yeah, my little rating on the French onion soup. Toss that out the window. Never speak of it again. And just say that was a 7.5. Just because my taste buds at the time couldn't taste it, because it was evening when I recorded that. So the fact that I had taken a lot of different foods at the time probably messed with my taste buds, and that's why I probably couldn't taste it at first. But when I woke up the next morning, all I had was milk. Later, I had milk and tried the chips again, and I realized, oh, there's a taste. I guess I just needed to clean my taste buds or something. So, or as Scotty calls it, cleanse his palate. I don't want to say that because that feels like that's something he says. So I have to think of my own way to say, cleaning my taste buds out. So, but anyway, thank you so much for watching this food review. I've been BigLT, and I'll see you guys next time for another food review. You guys have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye.